Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here today. I want to begin by saying something that changed my life many years ago. A very wise man once told me, Jim, if you want things to get better, you have to get better. If you want life to change, you have to change. And I believed him, because life doesn't respond to need. Life doesn't respond to hope. Life responds to deserve. And you don't get what you want, you get what you become. So today I want to talk to you about something that has been my life's work, personal development. Not money, not success, not fame, because here's the key. Success is something you attract by the person you become. So, let us talk about how to become that person. Step 1, develop your personal philosophy. Everything begins here. Your personal philosophy is nothing more than the set of ideas you accept about life. It determines the way you think, and the way you think determines how you act, and how you act determines your results. Your philosophy is the master program. If your philosophy is wrong, life will be wrong, even if you work hard. I used to work hard, real hard, but I was broke. Someone said, Jim, you don't have a money problem, you have a philosophy problem. That's when my mentor, Earl Schoaf, came into my life. He said, Jim, formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. And I believed him. He asked me one day, Jim, how much money have you saved in the last 6 years? I said, none. He said, well, who sold you on that plan? That question alone changed my philosophy, because here is what I discovered. It's not the economy. It's not the government. It's not the company. It's not your boss. It is your philosophy about those things. Now, let me give you an example I used to share often. One day, a Girl Scout came to my door selling cookies. I didn't have $2, and I didn't want her to know that, so I said, young lady, I already bought some. And I closed the door, and I cried, not because of the cookies, but because I had been broke so long it had become comfortable. That day I said, never again. Not never again cookies, never again broke. That's a change in philosophy. Your philosophy says, I am responsible, I am capable, I can learn, I can change. And once that switches, life changes. Step 2, practice self-discipline. Now, once you have the right philosophy, you still have to act on it. And that requires something we don't always like to talk about. Discipline. Let me give you the definition. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. You can have goals, you can have dreams, but only discipline builds the bridge. And discipline is not punishment. Discipline is self-respect in action. I used to say, a few simple disciplines practiced every day lead to success. A few errors in judgment repeated every day lead to failure. Failure is not a cataclysmic event. People don't just suddenly fail. Failure is accumulated neglect, just like success is accumulated discipline. Let me share another story from my seminars. I once said to a man, how come you're not doing better? He said, well, this is all my company pays. I said, then that's all they pay you. Companies don't pay for time. They pay for value. So I told him, work harder on yourself than you do on your job. Why? Because you get paid for the value you bring to the marketplace, not the hours. If you want more, become more. Develop the discipline to read, think, plan, practice, reflect, save, give, and especially keep your promises to yourself. If you say you will get up earlier, do it. If you say you will save 10%, do it. If you say you will read a book a month, do it. Because the best form of self-confidence is self-trust. You trust yourself when you know you will still do it, even when the mood changes. The third major key to personal development is this: never stop improving yourself. Human beings have incredible capacity, but most of us only use a fraction of it. I tell people, your life gets better when you get better. And getting better requires learning. When I started, I had never read a book on success. No one ever told me I should. Earl Schoaf said, "Miss a meal if you must, but not a book." And I believed him. I started building a library. Not a library of fiction, but a library of wisdom. Because here's the rule: income seldom exceeds personal development. If you want your income to grow your skills, grow your understanding, grow your leadership, grow your character, and yes, attend seminars. I used to tell people, most people plan their summer vacation better than they plan their life. We should invest more in our growth than our entertainment. The books you read, the mentors you learn from, the ideas you expose your mind to, they shape your thinking, and your thinking shapes your life. Somebody once asked me, "Jim, what if I do all this work on myself and things still don't change?" I said, "Oh, they will. But here's the real magic. You will have changed." See, the real gift is not what you get. The real gift is what you become. You become stronger. You become wiser. You become more capable. And eventually, you attract success because you are now the person who deserves it. Let me leave you with this. Life is unique. It is a mixture of opportunity and difficulty. But here's the great news. You cannot change the seasons, but you can change yourself. And when you change, everything changes. Your relationships, your income, your confidence, your future. So I challenge you today, start the process. Develop your philosophy. Practice daily discipline. Commit to lifelong learning. And year by year, as you grow, life will unfold in a way you never imagined. Because success is not something you chase. Success is something you attract by the person you become. Thank you.